The front runner to be the starting quarterback, who would take an upset for Chiles not to be the first guy behind center, and he's on the money with his first throw in front of the public in East Lansing, hitting Montori Foster for a first down.
Being around him at that point in his development.
After the negative play on first down, Chiles off target there, looking for Foster, who he hooked up with on the first. Well, Spartan fans are starting to think, okay, we'll get him for 2, 3, maybe 4 years. Then he's going to go to the NFL, be a Rookie of the Year. He's going to lead us to the playoffs. They're with him at running back, who had the touchdown in the first drive of this game. And Chiles looking right at Carter in the flat, and sheds one tackle but can't get away from the top tackler, Halliday. 8 with the clock moving.
And because of the tackle from the defender, I mean, it's a good rhythmic path that Smith and his staff have had to operate with these players 11 on 11 in a live scenario.
And Chiles over the middle, incomplete. Airmailed that, looking for when coaching 2 minutes. So right down the middle with quarterback and center, Smith in good hands. And that's exactly what Tanner Miller says all the time in those huddles. Chiles floats one, contact at midfield, and the flag does come out.
Looks at the film here for Aiden Chiles. He may say you could have even gotten this out of your hands just a hair earlier, but the placement of the football, where Jack Velling did have an advantage from a leverage perspective on the defender, that's a part of Chris Bogle at the bottom of your screen, the opportunity to turn the corner.
Chiles floats another one, that's caught. Foster reels it in on the contested ball. Foster beat Chance Rucker, and right on the edge of the red zone, pushing the red zone again, and that's incomplete from Chiles. Isaiah Johnson there after this nice hookup again from Chiles to Foster.
And Montori Foster is 6 foot tall, so I mean it's big enough as a receiver, but it's not Megatron size. He's not 6'4". He does have the ability to go beyond his frame. Yeah.
All guys either in the NFL or about to play in the NFL at wide receiver. And Chiles to Carter for his second touchdown of this game.
So the one pass on the drive that Aiden Chiles, and every throw after that had more rhythm, more anticipation to the way that Aiden Chiles threw the football too. Each of the different pass receivers. This is a great look at him throwing his running back open with a very catchable ball. I would imagine if he were throwing this, joined up in East Lansing. He's a player that played out at Arizona a couple of seasons ago.
Aiden Chiles at quarterback for the first time in the second half, and that's a tip ball incomplete. Off hands of Jerron Glover over the middle.
Of how Michigan State's offense will operate.
You expect to see a lot of under center stuff from him too, as he flares that out to Velling, his tight end, who's cut under. And a nice tackle from
off to, in addition to throwing to Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco, and TJ Houshmandzadeh, but the QB ability to run will be a new addition to his offense.
There you go.
Yep.
Untouched, even if he were live and they could tackle him. Got geometry out of the way. AP Calculus is probably where Brandon Tullis would be.
Take your word for it.
I'm no academic advisor. Chiles throws back, and that play stopped in the backfield. That'll end this quarter.
It's exciting.
Joseph Martinez, the running back, with Chiles on the edge of the red zone. Sidearm slings it in the middle of the field, and some angry running from Foster after the catch for a first down.
I like seeing that from Aiden Chiles because he had to fit the football in around the first and second level defender, so he just adjusted the throwing angle from a different arm slot to make it happen. That's why all these reps are so important for Chiles, because to be able to do that in a live crease or crevice that you can create in the defense, but a lot of it will depend on the offensive line and how they operate.
Fade ball, Glover got hands on, but good coverage from Chance.